Yeah, Bear. That 2 leaves really affects the game quite a bit. You know, it's very common for Moto. Sometimes when you're playing Commander, I definitely play on my own quite a bit. Stream rarely, and I actually stopped streaming for a while for that exact reason. I tried getting a group together. We had some people that were regularly coming on the stream and playing with us, and getting in the voice chat and all that. And then that's when I decided to do gameplay recordings, because playing it online with strangers can be good, sometimes, but not always, when you have people who don't stick around for the entirety of the game. So it just all depends on the type of group that you get and how things work out. But looks like we're playing again with you. Gotcha in the game. I'm going to keep my hand, and we're going up against a Karametra God of the Harvest deck, which is either a Enchantress deck or a very creature-heavy deck. It says whenever you cast a creature spell, you search your library for a forest or a plains, put it on the battlefield tapped. So it's a lot of mana ramp very quickly. It's a very fun commander. Selesnya creatures. And then we got Anafenza, the Foremost, which isn't going to affect us too much. We don't have many graveyard synergies. Playing in Eternal Witness and a... trying to think, that might be it. But Anafenza gets a +1/+1 counter on another tapped creature. Just going to auto-yield through this. And any creature that's put into an opponent's graveyard gets exiled instead. So it's a very, anti-graveyard type commander. Just going to throw down a Terramorphic Expanse and crack it. Grab a basic Mountain, put it into play tapped. With this hand, we currently have not much going on. Decent turn 2 play, and hopefully it'll pick up from there. But yeah, just grab a basic mountain, pass the turn. That's all we got going on. I started with streaming and moved on to gameplay from there. We've released, 6 episodes now of the Multiverses series. We also have PlayPod and Singleton Showdowns. We got a whole bunch of Commander gameplay videos out now, and we've done some more recent deck techs and deck upgrades as well. We're just kind of keeping things going on that schedule. I'm trying to, get more collaborations in, get more gameplays going. Looking for an editor for the channel so we can, more frequently put out content, as well as doing some collaborators with a few of the people who have been on PlayPod in the past, and hopefully get some content out that way. I produce a lot of the content myself, do a lot of the scheduling, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. It's really something else, being able to produce YouTube content, and I'm very grateful for this first year of content that we've been able to come out with, at least, building up our subscriber base. Got about, 1450 as of today? Pretty far in the first year. And we're just going to keep things going, keep things growing. You know, I really enjoy it, and I really love playing with, you know, everyone from the Multiverses crew, Jonathan and them. I think we're gonna be releasing a couple more videos that we've recorded, and hopefully get those out soon, because we're gonna be changing up the roster a little bit, just kind of so that I can focus more on the production side of things, because obviously if you know me from like interviews and stuff like that I've done on other channels, I went to film school, and so I know how to produce content pretty well. Do I want to? Probably don't want to draw any of this right now. Put on top, put on top. And I think it's safe to play a tap land. Drawing a lot of lands here. Nothing really good turn 2. Or turn 3. So roster change to the Multiverses crew. I'm going to be stepping behind the camera along with our, you know, camera operator Jay, so that I can focus more on the production side of things, and hopefully we'll be able to start doing a little bit more with the camera once season 2 starts. I'm also putting together a working studio at my place. I've got the lights now. Before I was borrowing gear from a friend. I've got a couple lights, and I'm, you know, they're helpful for the situation. Audio mixer, that whole deal, and we're just trying to set things up here and, you know, get some nice background and lights and all that, and really get things going with some regular productions. Where's the Anafenza coming? Me. I'm taking 4. Alright, Sylvan Library trigger. Back to my turn. Probably just going to keep putting that dinosaur down. Shuffle it away, maybe. Definitely going to shuffle away those planes. Do I want to Sky Shroud Claim here, or do I want to just crack the Verge? Either way. I don't think there's a way to do both successfully. It's going to cost me 4 mana. I'll get 2 lands. They could come into play untapped. Or I could crack the Verge, and then they would go away. Just tapping out. So, yes, I will use the ability. Oh, Sylvan Library. Oh, drew Nature's Lore. Interesting. Okay. Here we're going to put that on top of the library. I think we're going to put the Kinjali Sunwing on top too. Just to keep the Nature's Lore. We already took some damage from Anafenza. And I'm just going to try and ramp up from here. Let's see if our opponent's just tapping out, or he's planning on playing something. Who knows? Either way, I think Sky Shroud Claim and a Nature's Lore. That's probably the best move here. Just really get the ramp game going. Save the Corrosion Verge for later. All right. Okay. Now we're going to play Fortified Village, untapped, reveal a Canopy Vista, tap 4 mana, and throw out that Sky Shroud Claim. Get a... What do we want here? Forest and Cinderglade, probably. So 2 lands come to play untapped, and then we get to tap them for a Nature's Lure. So all the value. And from there, it's probably going to be a Scattered Groves. Yeah, Scattered Groves. So just with that one turn, we're up to 7 mana. That could mean Gishath coming out next turn if we so choose. Everybody's playing the ramp game. There's an Explosive Vegetation. Yes, so back to talking about the studio and setting up some Commander games. We're gonna try and record a bit more frequently, so hopefully we can, you know, kind of get the editing down and fix the editing up a bit so that the video releases aren't as infrequent, because I work full-time and as an editor, and so I edit during the day and edit during night. I've got a horse and gonna start making 1/1s for everyone else. And so I edit during the weekends as well to try and get out as many videos as frequently as I can, to try and, you know, continually produce content for the channel. And so, you know, besides putting together some consistent videos, I'd like to, you know, also continue along the lines of just playing. And yes, we're going to use Sylvan Library's ability. And we're going to put two dinos back on top, because if things go well, I'm going to throw down a Canopy Vista, untapped, and play our commander. 2, 3, and 4. Gishath out. Can't attack into a Ghostly Prison. Could attack. That's the least amount of toughness if they want to block. I don't know if they want to lose their commander. I know the Nyxly Ram would probably go away no problem, so we're gonna attack where we think it might be the safest. I mean, even if I get 1 or 2 triggers off of this, I'm still pretty happy, because I'll get 1 dinosaur at the very least, 2 dinosaurs, the ones I put on top, so they can block and lose their commander if they so choose. But gonna see the value of the Gishath, of the dinosaurs, coming out hot. And then I can fight. I can start fighting things with my dinosaurs once they hit the table. See how it goes. See what they want to do here with this attack. Taking all the damage. So 3 dinosaurs coming down. Put them all onto the battlefield. No fear. Two can trigger in a rage. 1 can give all my other attacking creatures double strike. Let's see if this board actually sticks around, or if we see a board wipe from any of the white players. or even black player. There's Karametra. Something to be worried about as the turns progress. I'm looking, I don't even know if I have a way to sacrifice the horse. I think you gave it to the right player. I can deal 3 damage to an opponent or planeswalker, and that's it. There's Zedruu. So during the next upkeep, you have the option of drawing a card and gaining some life. And let's see if there's anything else, or if I'm going to be able to get in another attack with this Gishath. Don't know where it's going just yet. If it can. Maybe fight something. Get a Savage Punch in, get my Bellowing Aegisaur to bring in some more damage. I might head over towards the Nyxly's Ram player just so I can get rid of their commander. We'll see how it goes. There's the Wrath. Like I said, Gishath back in the command zone. All my creatures got exiled, thanks to Anafenza. We don't have much recursion, but still would have been better to have on the board than in the yard, or exile. Okay, and oh, here's a perfect example of something that needs dinosaurs in the graveyard. So I can sacrifice it to return a dinosaur from my grave to my hand, but I do not have any dinosaurs in the yard currently. I will be paying, I think, for both of these. Just because now that a Wrath has hit the board, I'm not too afraid of losing a bit of life from myself. So, from here, I think the best thing to do is get down another heavy hitter and throw down a Carnage Tyrant. You know, 7/6, hexproof, trample, uncounterable. And play out our Mana Dork. So that way, if we don't happen to draw a land, it'll still put us in a good position to recast the Gishath if we so choose. Otherwise, I don't really have much going else on right now. It's just a bunch of pseudo removal without any enrage benefits. Might have been better to cast the Dromoka's Command, but you know, I didn't really want to put a +1/+1 counter on the Carnage Tyrant or have it fight nothing. There's the Acidic Slime. Let's see what we're going to get rid of. Sylvan Library did its work, so if they want to get rid of that, that's perfectly fine. Got an alternative top of deck situation. Otherwise, you know, getting rid of a Mana Rock or some attack prevention. And yep, there goes the Soul Ring. Putting them down a little bit of mana feels bad. You get to gain a land and they get to lose too. In the meantime, I'm just gonna close these up. Keep things going. Ooh, no more than 2 creatures can attack you each combat. So this is a very Pillow Fort Zedruu list I see from you, Black Bear. Now that during this game we've been able to keep 4 players for more than a turn. There's the old Urborg Cabal coffers, so... Lost the Soul Ring, gained an exorbitant amount of mana. Oh, that's an Ulamog. What are we destroying? Sylvan Library? A land! Oh man. Somebody is hurt. Oh, I don't even know how I'm going to deal with this 10/10 indestructible nonsense. All of my removal is fight. Okay. Well, gonna put the Wayward Swordtooth back on top, and I'm gonna pay 4 life just so we don't have to draw up a land, or you know, a Dino Tutor. Burning Sun's going back on top doesn't seem to matter too much right now, so I think still gonna go on the plan of playing our commander. 3, 6, 7, 8, and that's 9. Ugh. This does not feel good. Indestructible. None of this is good. We attack into the Acidic Slime player and lose our commander. But I don't really have very many other options. I just need to look for something. It's essentially I'm digging for an answer currently with all these cards in hand. So I'll play a tap land. Not going to pay the life. Don't really need to commune with dinosaurs either. So if we're going to go attacking, we might as well send everything. See if they want to block Gishath. Otherwise they take 7 from the Carnage Tyrant. And yep, 5 damage. We're going to get at least 1 creature. Ooh, that's a board wipe, but it still doesn't deal with the Ulamog. So might just put it on the battlefield to give us an extra permanent. And now we have the City's Blessing. So Swordtooth can block. So at the very least, I can prevent myself from taking some damage if I get attacked. There's the Path to Exile. There goes Ulamog. So I have a pretty decent board presence. Yeah, Path to Exile is very strong. Get them a basic swamp and lose their Eldrazi. I believe both of those are in this deck. If I just go over to the list. No, it's mostly removal that's damage based in this build. It's all about the damage. So there's the Verdant Enchantress and a Aura Shards. Ooh, fun. It's gonna kill an enchantment. And then they'll be able to start getting a nice little draw engine going, which is fun. Ooh, crawl space. Yep, feels bad. Well, we lost Gishath. Might have been good to send him to the yard, really. with this dinosaur retriever we got going on over here. Joyra. Fun. Put your own Eldrazi's into play. There's the Bitter Blossom. Another rogue fairy token for you. So much mana. It's way too much mana. I can't handle it. It's a lot of mana. 10, 13. Oof. And it's going into something. Oh, just destroy all artifacts, creatures, and enchantments. You know, no big deal. Well, back down to an empty board, but at least we get to keep the city's blessing. It's one good thing to come out of this. And yeah, Black Bear down to 3 permanents. Not looking good. Not looking good over there. All right, let's see what else we got going on. They got plenty of mana left over. Replay their commander. Play another permanent. Yep, there it is. Anafenza, back again. Ready to start exiling some more creatures from the board. No graveyard shenanigans. We even let the Temple Garden come to play untapped. Grab a Sylvan Scrying. Tutor up a land. You got Urborg Cabal Coffers on board already. What more could you need? What other land could you grab from the deck? And I'm gonna crack the Corrosion Verge. So shuffle those cards back into the deck to grab some. Oh yeah, my bad. Thank you for that. Back to a regular audio level. So yeah, Karmic Justice. I've got my single mana. I could easily sack the Brontodon to throw one of my permanents under the bus, but I don't know if I'm worried about anything, and I can't kill Karametra anyway, so I might just leave the dino out, save it for later. And now we should have enough mana to replay Gishath if we so choose, but do I want to at this moment? Maybe. It really all depends on what's going on over here. 2 cards in hand, but you know, plenty of mana. Just way too much mana. And they're leaving up a single mana too. So could be anything. We attacking? What are we doing? What do we got going on? Any attacks? 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 Not at me. Do I want to put my hand on top of my library? Maybe? Let's put a few cards on top. So, what? Throw Fiery Confluence on top, and then the other 2. Keep up Dramoka's Command, save it for enchantment sacrificing, and put it on the order to where I draw up the Fiery Confluence. So put on top, put on top, put on top. Play land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 mana. Yeah, I mean, we put a dino on top. A pretty useless one, but it's there. 11 mana. Oh, miscounted. One more. Took all our mana. Is this resolving? There are no responses. It's probably going to die to removal, but no responses seems pretty good. What do we got? Are we gonna Diamond Valley our Anafenza? Put it back in the command zone, pay some extra cost just for the sake of it? I don't even know where I'm attacking. I'm just playing cards. Blackberry, you have the highest life total, but someone already has some Gishath damage, so I think we're gonna try to get him to 14, and then I'm gonna hit you down, get you for 3. Got to start chipping away. Can't just leave you open. All right, let's see if there are any responses from anyone, and if I just want to get some dinos off the top of my library. You guys can board wipe them away after they hit the board. They just need to come out for a quick moment, say hello, then disappear. Damage coming in. Let's see it. You do have 4 permanents. You might have more later. Who knows? So, Burning Sun's avatar. I can deal 3 damage to 1 creature, so yeah, we'll deal 3 damage to our own creature and trigger Enraged and untap a land. Seems pretty good. Nice little synergy there. And that will leave me with enough mana for a scroll rack activation during the end step or something. I don't know. Just keep digging deep with a couple cards in my hand. Board wipe? Ooh, Archetype of Aggression. That's a strong enchantment creature. I wonder if this deck is building more towards enchantment creatures. We've seen a few so far. And grabbing another Plains or Forest. You know, because you got the Verdant Enchantress, so could be enchantment based. All I know is I got this Dramoka's command, and that means they have to choose between Karametra and Karmic Justice if I get to untap with my creatures. Otherwise, they're just going to try and recash Gishath. I mean, I don't have much else. Yeah, that's the reason why I got to attack you for 3, Black Bear, because you know, you could have more permanents by the time one of us remaining players gets eliminated, and then what? Then you win the game out of nowhere. Who knows? I am going to be sending most of my damage to some of the other players first, though. Don't worry. Let's see. What else we got? I don't know. I've got 4 cards in hand. Still trying to dig up some answers to keep things going. It's all about coming back from the board wipe. Okay, I think we're just gonna F6 through this. Not really much else going on this turn. Plus, if we target any other enchantments currently, it's a no-go. I wish I could choose sacrifice an enchantment twice for them. But I cannot. I've got, what, 13, 15, 18 damage on board, and they're at 24 life. They want to sack their archetype of aggression. Are we just passing through the turn again, Black Bear? Is that what's going on? No, nothing to play? 4 mana isn't enough? I mean, it happens. I get it. We've gotten pretty lucky with these first couple games in terms of mana ramp being able to keep things going, but I play like 15, 20 cards that ramp up my board, so I'm always trying to just get Gishath down and play the dinosaurs and gain card value from playing more dinosaurs. Yeah. Maybe next turn. Maybe next turn. We'll see. Another mana for you would be nice. Alright. What else do we have going on? Still only 2 cards in hand for the Anafenza player, but chances are they have something up their sleeve, leaving up all their mana. Now would be the time to react. So main phase, they're playing something, just producing 10 mana casually in a commander game. But we're pretty late into this game anyway. Ooh, Promise of Power. So, did we entwine it? I think we entwined it. Draw 5 cards, lose 5 life, create a black demon. And it's going to be XX, where X is the number of cards in your hand. So that is a 7/7. And if its power and toughness changes, even though it doesn't say it on the card, I believe. So it means no attacking with my dino. But we could no, can't really do much here. Put some more dinos on top. Not really a safe place to attack, except straight across. Plenty of cards in hand. And that's a Protein Hulk. So, playing some Abzan fun stuff. It dies. You get to search your library for converted mana cost 6 or less and put them on the battlefield. So that's any number of creatures that you can put into play. And, you know, he's got plenty of power now to block my dino from coming in. I think what we're going to do is scroll rack our entire hand away. See if we can draw anything better up. And then with the redraw, try again. So no, the demon does stay a 7/7. So its power and toughness is equal to the number of cards you have in hand when the demon is created. That makes sense. Avasuva. Are we copping Cabal Coffers? We don't have enough mana currently. We're going to make another bajillion. So even if we drop some of our land removal, that's pretty much it. They're heading to combat. We're just going to hold off on the scroll rack currently. And they're passing. No attacks. So yes, scroll rack coming down. sending away the entire hand. Nothing currently. Do we want to draw any of these back up? Probably Dromoka's Command. Enrage just untaps my lands currently, so... Drew Elemental Bond, Magma Quake, each creature without flying, and each planeswalker. That includes our commander, so the most we could do is 5 without killing it. I don't know how I feel about that, but we're going to play a forest in the meantime. And what are we going to do from here? I would like to shuffle. Get rid of some of the cards I have, but yeah, I just don't know if that's going to do me any good. Dealing all the damage to the creatures, my own creatures included. Maybe put a Ripjaw Raptor on top. Our next card's Fiery Confluence, so we could draw that back up. Put the Ripjaw Raptor back on, so I don't have to pay its mana cost. I think that's a good idea for now. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's tap a green, scroll rack, put Ripjaw Raptor back on top of the library, and drop our Fiery Confluence. I think. Might be the Territorial Hammer. I'm gonna find out. Either way, I mean, I wouldn't mind drawing that. It's 3 mana, and either way, it's cheaper than Ripjaw. So, do we want to do anything else? Probably just the one. Yeah, we drew the hammer skull. Okay, heading to combat. Actually, let's do this first. Throw down Elemental Bond. That way we can trigger some more card draw. Diamond Valley, still leaving that up for an option. Plenty to do. Plenty to do with our hand. It's just all dependent on what everyone else has. I mean, that power, Promise of Power really gave them a full grip again, so could be anything. And Elemental Bond will at least draw us a single card. So heading to combat. Attacking across, because you're open. And I am okay with sending my Burning Suns into the Archetype of Aggression. If they want to make that trade, that is fine by me. It's nothing personal. It's just the more damage I can deal, the more dinosaurs I get. The more cards I can draw, the more I can deal with the other two, and then that gets you second place. Second place. That's pretty good. Or you could just come back and win. Who knows? 7 damage dealt. Let's see how many dinosaurs with power 3 or greater we hit. That's what we want. 2. Some pretty strong ones, too. That's going to trigger Elemental Bond twice. Everything else went to the bottom, which we were happy with, shuffling away our Soul Ring and, you know, my Fiery Confluence. Don't really feel like killing the Worn Power Stone currently. Looks like they took the damage from the Burning Suns, so that's alright too. And if we wanted, we can Magma Quake for a bit, draw a couple other cards, see how that goes, or we can just leave things back, kind of play the waiting game. Most of its instances, and we'll see what else we draw up first before we continue. Got plenty of mana left open. Scroll rack tap down. I can still play into that Karmic Justice, you know. Destroy something, then we just draw a couple lands. Already played a land this turn, so at least got them off the top of our library for the time being. Anything else? Anything else? No, I think that's gonna end the turn. Keep the game going. See what everyone else has got going on. Trying to think of what else we've been up to recently as a channel. I started an Instagram account. So we had Twitter. We've been on Twitter. And things have been going pretty well with the Twitter. But I wanted to do Instagram to post photos of cards from new sets. I felt like it's more of an image site, so let's take photos of cards, mail days, things we get in paper. You'll kind of see more of an update of the decks I'm putting together for the channel. So I'm putting together 4 decks just about every time we have a new gameplay, as well as decks that I'm trying to pre-build. So we'll have those going for us. And you'll see updates on both Instagram and Patreon. Patreon, you get a bit more of an in-depth view of things instead of just like, you know, singles. You'll see decks and ooh, True Conviction, strong card. What is that dude doing taking 2 minutes to click the OK to trigger? I mean, you know, could just F6. Do you really want to cast the, you know, cast the Diamond Valley just yet, or, you know, holding up the 5 mana for something, or 4 mana for something? Like I was saying, we have the Patreon that gives you a bit more in-depth of things. It also gives you access to our Discord. So a few of us from the channel communicate through there, talk about new brews that are coming up for future videos, or any news in the community, any gameplay videos that we might see and like. And, you know, it's a very inclusive environment. There's that land you were looking for, Brown Bear. Or Bear, well. Yeah, 5 mana. Ooh, Perplexing Chimera. That's a fun card. Exchanges with... Anytime an opponent casts a spell, you may give away the Perplexing Chimera to change the target of the spell. And so it's like, do I want the Chimera or do I want a counter spell? What else? We also post our multiverses gameplay a bit early as well on the Patreon, and so you'll get to see that a couple days ahead of time, as well as I've started producing content specifically for the Patreon. So we'll do our multiplayer series that are released normally, and as well as some... I just had a gameplay that I posted last week that was Captain Sisay versus Elves versus Merfolk versus Scorpion God. That was a lot of fun and very quick game, but you know, really fun to produce and pretty entertaining if you like quick and efficient games. As well as, like I said, we're doing the deck building where I'm trying to build out. I've got 8 current builds that I'm working on. That's going. I think that's it. Discord and exclusive content are the main things. You know, it's also a great way to support the channel. That way we can be able to continue producing great content. You know, I'd like to be able to get to a certain point to where we could start to hire editors an editor would be the main thing that I'm looking for currently, as well as, you know, getting some better equipment and keeping up with a lot of the, you know, increasing prices of cards. You know, building out decks for a lot of players can be expensive. You know, each of us has a collection of our own, and, you know, we have several decks that we're each putting into, but for the most part, when the in-paper players, when they're not here, I'm building decks for them. What is this? That's a lot of mana. Are we putting that all into this? Is it just going to get Perplexing Chimera? Okay. You're just going to Perplexing Chimera it. Right? Take a Genesis Wave X23? I know. I don't know. Yeah. That's we're just gonna let this resolve. No responses. You get the Chimera, he gets a Genesis Wave X23. And I get to be sad and leave up some mana for something later. We'll see. Oh man. This is great. Genesis Wave X23 resolving. Yeah, that's fine. Go right ahead. Ooh, that is a lot of cards for someone who had 4 mana just a moment ago. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Yep. Exiling, sacrifice. Okay, trading posts. Yep. Oh yeah, taking double damage if you gain control of this, so someone could get that. I don't know how much of this you want to put on your own board though, Bear. And then just five cards that didn't make the cut. You're welcome. I was watching Doctor Who. I mean, if there's a good reason to not pay attention to what's going on in this game, that would be one of them. Enters the battlefield. You gain 2 life. When it leaves the battlefield, you lose 10 life. Get an extra upkeep, and yeah, you can take someone's permanent. You got 3 mana left, a nice blocker. Humble Deflector is not going to go off till next turn. That's not going to go off till next turn. This isn't great for you currently, because if a source would deal damage to you, it's going to deal double. And then if a source deals damage to it... Oh, and we just lost our player. So he just gives you a Genesis Wave X23 and leaves. Seems good. I like it. I am all for it. Okay, so if he's ending his turn because he's no longer in the game, and we still got the Perplexing Chimera on board, how do we want to respond here? Let's go ahead and Magma Quake X1. Maybe. Is there any of these enchantments I want to get rid of while I'm at it? Whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery, each other player copies the spell. Each of those choose new targets for... So that's just whenever. That's just going to happen. I mean, X1 still feels safe. You may at the beginning of your upkeep, you may exchange conjured currency, a target permanent you don't control. So I could There's just so much going on right now. Okay, we're gonna Magma Quake. Just X1. Then we'll deal with everything else afterwards. I'm not too worried. I just want to draw a card. See if we can get rid of the Humble Deflector, deal some damage. And that's going to get rid of the Perplexing Chimera too. So we don't have to worry about that. It's going to trigger our creatures as well, so we're just going to tap some things down. Gonna tap this down. Oh wait, that's untap. I don't need my mana anyway. This is gonna happen again. Okay, now we'll untap a land, because we're not bad at Magic. It's gonna happen one more time. So got rid of the Chimera, untap one of our lands. We draw into a double cleave. So that's pretty good. Do I want to Dromoka's Command right now? Probably not. Save it for the following turn. So now it's going to be my turn. Nothing else, nothing else. Actually, I think I might want to kill one of these. Maybe kill Hive Mind. Prevent the doubling up of... triggers at the beginning of your upkeep. Okay. Yeah, we're going to just get rid of Hive Mind while we're here. Because I think I have quite a bit of damage on board to hopefully deal with some things. And there's a Pyrohemia. That's really good. Okay. Let's see. Where do we want to start? Maybe just heading to combat. I can save everything else for later. Put some dinosaurs on top. Drop a couple cards. Yes, let's do that. Let's scroll rack. Put these two back on top. And draw up 2 cards. So put on top, put on top. Got plenty of ways to gain a ton of life. Does anything want to fight right now? Maybe. Got a 0/8 Wall of Denial. I can't kill it though because I can't target it. And then that other guy, and then he's just going to gain a bunch of life with Karametra. And okay, here's what we're going to do. We're just going to go for this and play a Dromoka's Command. Target player sacrificing an enchantment, and what else? Target creature fights. So, do I have to choose the same player both times? Target player first. Then target creature is going to fight. So, we're just going to draw a card. No, we're not going to draw a card. Maybe untap a land. That's going to deal 6 damage. I'm almost considering killing this Archetype of Endurance, but I don't know. What do I want to do? Who wants to fight who? I can't kill anything. I guess I'll just kill the... kill the guy that's going to put something on the top of the... shuffle the creatures away. Feel like that's a good choice. So they sacrificed the Karmic Justice. Anything else? Do we want to throw down Pyrohemia here? Maybe? Don't really want to draw that many cards, but maybe throwing down the Pyrohemia would help. I think if anything, I'm just going to head to combat and see what happens after. So, we're going to swing the Gishath over that way, and then, like I said before, I am willing to lose my Burning Sun's avatar. It's gonna be unfortunate to lose it to Karametra, so maybe we don't attack just yet. Maybe we build up our board state first, and then we can head over that way. But I do want to get an Atali attack in, so Atali's swinging as well. That way we can play off everyone's library. I think everything else is good to stay back for now. So Atali's going to trigger first, because this doesn't trigger till combat damage is dealt. And that's a Cathar's Crusade. And if anyone deals damage to me, probably could have stacked those triggers a little bit better to get the +1/+1 counters on the Cathar's Crusade first, but yeah, we're clicking through things. We're trying to get things going so everyone can play. So got the Cathar's Crusade, stole the Dissipation Field, and we're going to get in with some attacks. See if you want to block it up, at least with the Wall of Denial. And yep, blocking Atali. So we're just going to respond here. And give Atali, or give Gishath double strike. So that way we can get a little bit of damage in. 8 toughness is still tough to get around. So 6 more damage, 12 damage because of the double damage from the your guy, your bird. And we're gonna get down some dinosaurs. What that's gonna do is that's gonna trigger all my abilities, all the life gain from Verdant Sun's avatar. Elemental Bond is gonna get me some triggers as well to draw a few cards, and now that I got this Cathar's Crusade that was so graciously donated to me, yeah, I mean, that can happen. So everything took a damage. More things are going to trigger. And we scooped, so I don't even get the +1/+1 counters. What are we doing? Oh man. Do I even get the triggers? Like, I don't have the card anymore. I don't think I get the +1/+1 counters. No, I do. I get +1/+1 counters for a card that doesn't exist. I'm okay with that. I'm also worried that my board's gonna get dealt with. I just heard that. So I got a bunch of creatures. And, is there anything else we want to do here? None of my creatures can really do anything crazy with Enrage. I mean, they'll all take 1 damage and then 1 damage less. At the very least, I'm going to pay the mana, pay 5, and throw down a Mirari's Wake. That way my remaining 5 mana doubles, and then that gives me more mana next turn. I've got, what, 46 cards left in my deck? I don't think there's anything else I want to do here, really. I've got a board that might just die during your turn. So, discarding down to hand size. We're just going to get rid of some of these extra lands. And see that Conjurer's Currency. What are you going to take from us? Take our commander? Take our life gain guy. And then I get the currency, right? No, because I can't exchange the currency back for one of your permanents, I'm pretty sure. Or did you decline it? You may exchange conjure currency and target. Neither. It's like you can switch it, but you can switch back. If you so choose, you just can't take the permanent that you've already taken, that sort of thing. Pretty sure that's how it works. Alright, all that mana. You have a full grip now. You play the entirety of your hand. Ooh, Warp World. I love Warp World. Okay. And Gishath's gonna go back and... Okay. Choose a creature type. Dinosaur. Choose a creature type. Dinosaur. No, I would not like to pay 2 life. I can't even see what's going on. That's a Feldon. And then all of these go to the bottom in any order. So we're just going to put it all on the bottom. So I have a feeling this is incredibly worse than what we had going on before. We're going to deal 1 damage to everything again. Is that what's happening? And you got the triggers. That's going to get you 10 more life. Go for it. What else do we get here? Gain control of 2 non-legendary permanents. When it dies, exile all creatures. Okay, don't kill that. And then Feldon. And we're just going to untap a land. And search our library for a basic. If we have any left. Oh, we got plenty. Oh, it left the battlefield and then came back, so... I'll be honest, I cast the wrong card. Didn't mean to Warp World there. Okay. Well, it's okay, because we got, you know, 50% of the same permanents anyway. And you got plenty of untapped lands now. You can just cast the new card. How much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, Insurrection. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to respond to that. I'm going to top. Insurrection is just one of those I win cards. Okay. Untap all creatures. Gain control of all creatures. I don't know if that's lethal on me, though. We're going to put this on top, put this on top, put this on top. And unfortunately, indestructible and everything isn't gonna do what I want to. So do we want to just shuffle it away, try again? Probably. So shuffle it away. Grab a forest. I don't even know if I have anything actually that can help me in this situation. Regrowth, Brushland, Savage Stomp. Nope. Shuffle it away. Grab a Sheltered Thicket. Top one more time. There's Heroic Intervention again. Enlightened Tutor doesn't do me any good. So just put on top, put on top, put on top. Done. And just gonna F6 through all this. This also gives your creatures haste, which seems pretty nice. Oh yeah, and there's the thing of the lightning mire. When one more creature attacks, it's gonna deal damage equal to the number of attacking creatures. So you could board wipe with your attack, or let things go as is. I don't know. It's up to you. I'm not in a great position currently. I mean, I have a lot of life, but I mean, currently. How many creatures do you attack with is the question. Everything? I mean, I'll take it. There goes the lightning, light minefield. $12 damage to everything? What do we exile with my Atali? Oh yeah, the heroic intervention I put on top. That was smart. Now the creatures are indestructible. What have I done? This is my own fault. I did this. Well, the creatures staying around I don't think are a bad thing, though. Because you're at 28 life, and you're at 32, and I'm at 20. Okay, at the beginning of your end step, target opponent gains control of Jinxed. Deals damage equal to the number of charge counters on it, so 1. And I'm pretty sure we stacked a dinosaur second. So, put the needle through the raptor in my hand and draw the enlightened tutor. Play a basic forest. And I think, besides gaining some life, the way this is going to go down is I'm going to just pay some mana to where everyone's life total becomes the number of creatures they control. And that should give me the game, because your life total will become 3. Mine will become 9. And then we just attack with a single creature. Everyone forgets about the second ability of Shaman of the Forgotten Ways. Galta has Trample. And that should be game. What did I miss? You're at 1. Why are you at 1? I did something wrong there. 5. Ah. I think 5 and then... I don't know why you're alive. Trampling over... Okay, well, I don't know if it matters too much, because I'm going to head to end step and give my only opponent this Jinxed Choker. And this is when you sacrifice it. To gain 4 life. Put you back at 5. And we're just going to discard down to hand size again. Oh, you didn't sacrifice the choker. Oh, I guess you gained the life, so it didn't matter. That works too. That works too. And then you're going to put a charge counter on it. Put another charge counter on it. Are you trying to kill me? Are you going to be able to kill me? That's 4 charge counters, 5 charge counters, 6 charge counters, 7, 8 if you attack with the Dijin. Are you one short or am I just dead? We'll see. You're back up to 7, so... This has called me panicking. You got plenty of time. Nothing's going on. False prophet. I'm in no rush. Okay. Exile the board? That's okay. I mean, I'm not happy, but it's okay. And then I'm gonna gain the choker, lose 6, give it back to you. You lose 6. I'm losing 7. I'm gonna sacrifice this grassland. And I will not be paying 2 life. And I will not be Enlightened Tutoring. I have no creatures. No Herald's Horn trigger. Puts me down to 2. Oh yeah, I do get to put the creature into my hand. So play a land and... just play my commander? Has haste. No point in tucking them away. Just doing it for the sake of it. Exactly lethal? Good game. Losing that player. I don't know what that would have done. It made a difference, though. It got real close when it was just the 2 of us. Norn's Annex? Yeah, that would have helped. I probably would have been able to attack you